Hi everyone, and welcome to our fourth element for this month, which is the element of earth. Earth is also connected with the Muladhara chakra, so that sits right at the base of the spine. So whenever we're bringing an earth element to our yoga practice, it's about stability, it's about grounding ourselves. It's almost like coming back home and finding yourself. So hopefully you enjoy the practice. So let's begin. So you're going to start off by coming into Balasana, into a child's posture, and we bring the knees nice and wide to the edges of the mat, big toes touching, and then folding forward. Extend the arms as much as you can. And if you feel that you can't quite get your head down onto the mat, I suggest you bring a support in, whether it's a block or maybe even a blanket, and then start to lower the forehead down towards the mat. And start to become aware of your own natural rhythm of the breath. And with every exhale breath, sinking the hips a little further towards your heels. Soften through the shoulders. And spreading the fingers nice and wide. Begin to lengthen the inhale breath. If it helps, introduce a count to 5 or 7. And keeping the exhale breath just as long. Inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Couple more rounds. And then slowly with the exhale breath, start to rise and bring the knees in. Hands come back so that the wrists are now stacked underneath the shoulders. And just take a gaze forward as you engage through the belly button. Start to press through the palms and through the toes. And keep the spine as long as you can. So you want it to be active. So you're pressing down with the hands, lengthening the tailbone and really feeling that resistance. Draw the belly button in a couple of breaths here. Keeping everything activated. And then on the next inhale, lowering the belly, arching the spine, looking forward. On the exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding off the spine, chin is tucked in. Work through your cat-cow breaths along the spine. And see if you can really engage the eyes looking forward last. So waking up the spine. Take the exhale and just hold it here for a moment. Without moving again, take the inhale and exhale and feel that you're really spreading the shoulder blades away from your ears, yet you're softening the shoulders. Then take the inhale once again, and this time looking forward. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale. Without moving. And then just naturally exhale. Bring the knees a little closer, tuck the toes under and start to lift and rise. Keeping the feet together. Nice deep breaths here. Press the tailbone back. So it's a real narrow stance. Down dog, Ardha Mukha Shavasana. If it is uncomfortable for you, just bring the feet to where they feel comfortable, either hip width apart or even wide. Otherwise, just keeping the feet connected and looking up at the top of the thighs. Then as we inhale, let's raise the heels up, tipping onto the tips of the toes. And then as we exhale, lower, chin tucked in. Again, inhale, shift the weight. This time start to look forward. Exhale, lower, chin is tucked in. Inhale, lift the heels, look forward to the front of your mat. Exhale. Take the inhale, look forward, and from here, slowly start to walk to the front of your mat. Grab onto the opposite elbows as you give yourself a sway. Bend the knees if you need. And then lower the hands back down, fingertips on the mat or on the shin. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen, pressing the tailbone back. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, high mountain pose. On the exhale, hands to the heart. Start off by coming into our Tadasana, our mountain pose. And give yourself a slight movement forward and back. So trusting that you can balance. And then hold it here for a moment. Pressing through all the edges of the feet. Softening the shoulders, palms are facing forward. Take the inhale, rise the arms up. Connect the palms, and then as you exhale, fold, bend the knees if you need. Inhale for a halfway lift, look forward. And then as you exhale, fold. Step back with the right foot, and then the left to meet. And then slide yourself into a plank and hold. So again, you want to press through the palms, feel that you're lifting through the armpits. Looking to somewhere out in front of the mat and hold. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower, chaturanga, and up dog. Tucking the toes under as you press into your down dog. Now with your down dog, your feet can be hip width apart or a little wider. We still want to keep ourselves active by drawing the chest towards the thighs, the gaze anywhere between the knees and the upper thighs. Lengthen. Feel that your armpits are actually lifting up. And again, deep breaths in and out of the nose. Extend the right leg back. Step it forward to the front of your mat. Take a moment to set yourself up. Then, on an inhale, rise it up into your crescent lunge, pressing through the front toes and the heel, balancing on the back ball of the left foot. And extending. So this is all about grounding. So we're going to start to really work on grounding the feet, connecting with the earth. Nice big breaths. Hold the arms up and then lower the back heel down as you move into your Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. On the inhale, bring the palms together, and then on the exhale, just lift the chin up, looking up. Take the inhale as you move deeper into the posture or stay where it feels comfortable. And then on the exhale, moving into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So your front knee is bent, extending the arms, softening the shoulders. Tucking that tailbone under. Nice big breath as you gaze forward. And then begin to straighten through the front leg. We're going to work into a reverse triangle pose, Trikonasana. Straightening through the front leg and really work on lengthening through the right hand side of the body. Grounding through the feet. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into Virabhadrasana 2, taking a moment. And then bring the hands back down as you step to the front of your mat. Take an inhale for a halfway lift. And then as you exhale, fold. On the inhale, swing the arms behind you. And then on the exhale, coming into Utkatasana, once again, grounding posture here. This time the weight is on the back of your heels. You want to keep extending the arms up. Maybe the gaze can come up as well. Otherwise, just looking forward in Utkatasana. Strong thighs. Just think of activating the inner thighs. So it's almost like you've got a block there, yet you're not connecting the knees. And hold for 3, 2, and 1. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Step back with the left. Right to meet. Coming into the plank. Really have your core engaged. Pressing up through the palms and the toes. Hold it there. Look forward. Lengthen the spine. For 3, 2, and 1. Chaturanga. Come down halfway. Look forward. Exhale. Down dog. So feel the stretch through the front of the body as you really aim to brawl the shoulders down and back. Tuck the toes under as you come back into a down dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Holding it here. Using the breath to slow you down. Refocus and build that determination. Extend the left leg back. Step it forward to the front of your mat. When you're ready, take the inhale first, come up into your crescent lunge. Palms are facing one another. Remember, if this is too strong, you can always lower the back knee or knee down. Otherwise, keep lengthening through the back. Keep extending through the front of the arms. Lowering and sinking and feeling that balance through the body. Nice big breaths. And then connect the palms together, and this time bring yourself into a back bend, only going as far as you can, using the breath. Come back through to the center, lower the back heel, Virabhadrasana 1. So if you need to adjust, adjust here. And again, bending through that front knee, hips are facing forward, extending the arms. Nice big breaths. Open up into your Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2, and just notice whether you've leaned all the way forward. So you want to stay back, stacking those hips, opening up, palms facing down, looking through the front fingers. And let's straighten through the front leg. Reverse triangle. Set yourself up, and then you can start to slide your back hand down your thigh. Looking up, the aim is to open up through the left hand side of the body. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Again, notice if you've moved too far forward, holding it here, soft shoulders. And then windmilling the arms back down as you step to the front of the mat. Take the inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, arms come back. Exhale, spread the fingers, Utkatasana. Bring the weight to the back of the heels. If you want, you can actually lift up the toes, challenge yourself a little further, and then see if we can come down a little bit more. Use the breath here, strong thighs. Take the inhale, and then on the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. And then on the exhale, hands to the heart. Step the right foot back and then swing yourself around. Good. Into a wide-legged stance. So before we move on, we're going to move into our goddess pose. So bring the feet at an angle. Hands at the heart. And then start to bend the knees. As you start to drop the tailbone, think of opening the knees towards the second and the third toe. So you should feel a lovely stretch through the inner thigh. And hold. Again, notice how you're grounding through your big toe, heel, through the little toes, the side of the feet, and drop down a little more. And hold. Use your breath here. Again, breathing in and out of the nose. Draw the belly. Really help protect your lower back. And then on the next exhale, we're going to slowly release and come back up. Take a moment, and then on the exhale, bend your knees, lower down. This time, bring your hands just above the knee onto your thigh. Use the breath here, drop the tailbone lower. Then on the inhale, let's bring that left shoulder over towards the right. Come back through to the center and then over to the other side. Small twist, it doesn't matter if you don't go too far. And then slowly release. Good. Hopefully your thighs are starting to ache. 1. And come back. And then again, over. Come back. Good. One more set. Come over. Release. One more. Swing it around. and release. Oh, excellent. Straighten through and shake it out. Good work. Stay in the middle of the mat. Take the inhale, arms come up, and then on the exhale, fold. Bend through your knees. Start to heel toe your feet to the edges of your mat and lower the tailbone down in Malasana, Yogi Squat. For the first couple of times, just start to swing the hips from side to side as you lift up alternate heels. So just getting a little momentum, juicing up the hips here. And then come back through to the center. Drop the tailbone. Have the hands on the inside with the arms. And start to press with the thighs on the triceps. Looking forward. Holding it here. So with every exhale breath, see if you can draw the tailbone closer towards the front of your mat. And lengthen the spine. Grounding your feet on the mat. Just notice if all the weight has moved onto your heels. So activate through the big toe, the little toe, right through the sides of the feet. And then on the exhale, support yourself as best as you can and lower yourself down onto the mat. Extending both the legs out. And we're going to start to walk to the front of the mat. So lifting up through each sit bone and walking. Maybe 4 or 5. And then reverse. And then hold it here. Flex the toes, start to press to the back of the hamstrings. Take the inhale, arms come up. And then folding forward in Dandasana. Now, if this is too strong for you, bend your knees. So you can bend your knees and fold forward. So for some of you, you can interlace your fingers behind your feet on the underneath. Or maybe just grabbing onto the sides. Use the inhale to rise the chest, and then as you exhale, fold. Inhale. And then exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. And stay. Notice if you've lost any connection or whether you can still feel yourself grounded through the sit bones, through the back of the legs as you fold forward onto your thighs. Use the inhale to slowly rise and come back up. Let's bring that right heel as close as you can to your left groin. Take the inhale, arms come up, and then slowly lower down, over onto the left-hand side. For some of you, if it's achievable, you can bring your right hand onto the outside of the left foot and bring the left hand behind you and give yourself a twist. Otherwise, just folding forward or coming into a twist. Slowly releasing, extending the right leg. Left heel comes as close as you can to the groin. Take the inhale, arms come up. And then on the exhale, folding over onto the right hand side. And again, having the option, left hand comes to the outside, right hand comes behind, and then encouraging the twist, or simply folding forward. And then you can slowly start to release. Extend the legs back out. Shuffle yourself so that you are in the center of the mat as you lower all the way down. Keep the knees bent, feet flat to the mat. And from here, right heel onto your left thigh. Extend the arms out so that you look like a T-bar. Lower the right foot over towards the left. See if you can keep your left knee up higher instead of lowering the knee down onto the mat. Bring yourself back to center, release, and let's bring the left heel over. And then when you're ready, lower the left foot over towards the right, and see if you can really bring the right knee up instead of lowering it down to the mat. Unwind, bring yourself back to the center and extend the legs and front. Hands are by the side of the mat. On the next inhale, start to slide the heels along the mat. Then draw the knees into the chest and extend the legs up towards the ceiling, flexing the toes. And then let's lower the heels back down. So just imagine someone's taped the ankles and the knees. Heels come back, they slide along the mat all the way to the buttock. Thighs into the chest, extend the legs, feet up. Lower down. Keep everything engaged and active. Last one. And instead of lowering the legs, let's start to open up nice and wide, guide them by bringing the hands on the inner part of the shin and hold. From here, chin is tucked in, and think of lengthening through that tailbone. So flattening through the lower back. If it's available to you, slide the hands a little higher so you're grabbing onto the side of the ankles. Maybe here you can use a strap if you wish. And then moving a little further, see if we can grab the big toe, 2 fingers, and then wrap the thumb and hold. And as you're in this position, soften through the shoulders. So you don't want to sort of start to have rigid shoulders. You want to have the shoulder blades down, chin tucked in. Feel that you're completely supported from the crown all the way down to the tailbone. And then slowly bring everything back through to the center and release. Let the feet splay out, palms facing up. Take a deep inhale breath, and as you exhale, part the lips, let it go to the side. Couple more, take the inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more. And give your body a scan. And notice if you're holding on to any tension through the body. And begin to soften and release. Feel the support of the mat. Allowing the physical body to become heavier and heavier. And this brings us to our conclusion of the class. So continue to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. Namaste. Thank you for practicing, and I'll catch you soon.